back to the channel. Today I'm going to do some brake maintenance. I'm going to take this caliper off, take the pads out, scrub them down, and then I'll do the back. I won't take off the back, I'll just take the pads out and scrub the inside because they're dirty. When I got to do the job, 14mm spanner, take those off, a long needle nose pliers, a small punch. You need this to drive the pin out. So 1/8 inch punch, 5mm Allen to take your ABS bolt out, a torque wrench when you got to put these back on, some warm soapy water, and some brake cleaner, and small brush. Really toothbrushes, old toothbrushes. They're a good thing to have around. So when you have to replace your toothbrush, just throw the old one in the toolbox. It really comes in handy. All right. I'm gonna first start off with driving this. How the brake pads are held in. There's a pin going through the whole caliper, holding the end of the brake levers, the brake pads on, because they have a loop on the back. And there's a clip to take out first, and then you can drive this this pin out. I'm just going to start it. I won't take it all the way out. See, on one side of the caliper there's a raised section. That's the side you want to put your punch in to punch it out. There we go. So you take your punch, put it right in the hole. Just remember to take that pin out because otherwise it won't come out. I won't take it all out. Well, the pad just falls out. That's all right. I might as well just take the whole thing out then. Put the pads aside. If you look at this pin, it's got a collar on the one side, or splitting it. So when it goes to the other side, that collar gets small, and it kind of locks it in. And then you put your cotter pin goes through that hole on the end here when it's in the brake lever. Now I'll take these bolts off. The OEM bolts are 14mm. I had changed mine to these gold ones, and the head on them are 12. So this is just for mine. Yours would be 14mm. I should take the EBS first before I do that. Take your 5mm. You're just taking a sensor out of the way, maybe a sensor, and put your hand under there because there's a metal shim. If you never took this off, there's a metal shim under here that you can lose as soon as I pull this away. Right here. See this tiny little thing? Put that aside, don't lose it. And you take this wire out of this thing right here, retaining. Now we can take this off. I looked at this, it's really dirty. I changed my bolts just for the look. Otherwise, they're the same size except for the end. These are titanium, actually. You can see how dirty this is. All that brake dust buildup. We're going to get rid of that. That side. I use this little step just to bring it up close to the caliper, just so I don't put any stress on this cable. Look how dark it is though. Look how black that is. We take our hot, not really hot, it's warm soapy water and our toothbrush and give this guy some scrubbing. You gotta want some kind of plastic tray underneath because stuff that's gonna come over here after there is gonna be dirty. It's already coming out pretty good. Get the outside too. So that's got a break this powder on it too. See how clean it's getting? I didn't see that before. You're not going to hurt it with the soapy water. Because pistons got dust seals on them. And you're not going to get past the dust seals with just like this. Just to keep all this stuff working smoothly, take out all this old crud stuff out of here. All this brake dust. Even get it inside. You're not really getting it. You're just cleaning the inside of the pistons. It's not. You're not inside. These things are hollow, but there's a back to them. You're not going to get inside the caliper. This needed it for sure. You can even do the outside because it's a little bit black on the outside as well. And it's looking a lot better. Anybody can do this. It's not hard. Just do a few simple tools and some time, and you'll get it. Look at all the black in my tub here. Yeah, much better. I'm going to pull the brake a little bit. I'm going to get these pistons to come out a little more. Then I can clean a little further down inside the piston itself. The piston coming out a little more. I can get the sides a little better. You push on one piston, the other piston will come out a little more. So you can get the sides, the part that you didn't see just before. Now you can. Now I'm going to take a little brake cleaner just to clean off. See what I'm doing. Look how clean that looks. Now I'm going to push on the one that's sticking out so the other one will come out. Well, didn't come out too much. I'm going to hold this one and hit the brake so the other one comes out. See, I'm holding one in, I'm pumping the brake a little bit. Now the other one's out, the bottom one. Give that a clean. Make sure I'm cleaning the sides. Ooh, look at that. More brake cleaner just to wash it off. I'll get a rag, just wipe that off. Look at that. Much cleaner. I'm just going to push in the one that's sticking out all the way, trying to make them a little even. So I put the pads in. It's actually shiny in there. I'll give the brake pads a quick spray. Nice. That one's clean. Okay. Try and put it back together. These brake pads aren't the OEM ones. When I changed my master cylinder, I got sinter pads. They're full metallic copper pads. If you don't have them, I would recommend them. They do stop a bit better. Put these back in. Put the front end first. You'll see where it goes. It matches the back that matches this front piece. Oh, you gotta put them the right way though. Hold on. See, the loop goes down, so it goes that pin back in. Push the front back into it. Push the other one in. Grab your pin. Put that clip back in. Remember, we drove it through this side, so we got to put it back on the other side. Get in there. Just gonna give it a little tap right now so it won't fall out. I already put it back on. Come on. Push it up to where you can put those bolts back in. Just get one started anyway. Get the other one started. I'll put the ABS back in. There's this funky little shim in there, but this is the way it goes. Goes over the hole, and that little lip goes around the magnet. And you have to try to hold it. Hold it in place and grab your Allen bolt and stick it back in. Put the bolt back in. Make sure the other shim didn't fall out. Okay. Slide the ABS wire back in there. Just clip it line. There you go. Now I can tighten up these bolts. For you, it's 14 mil. For me, it's 12. Now the service manual says torque setting for these bolts is 45 Newton meters, which is 33 foot-pounds for us in the U.S. here. Just snug them up, really. It's not going to come out. Now I'm going to get this. In order to get this pin back in, you have to make sure this is all the way. It has to be seated far enough so you can see the hole where this has got to go in. So I have to go around the other side and tap it a little further than it is right now. because you'll see you won't be able to see the hole if it's not all the way in for that pin, the locking pin. There you go. Oops. Almost at it. If you don't see the pin, I mean the hole, just take your needle nose and turn the pin so you can see it. Might have to use some light to get it in, to see it. There it is. Come on. Oh, this is giving me trouble. I'll get it in. All I had to do was tap it a little more from the other side. It just was like a hair too far to the left. As soon as I tapped it in, the clip went straight in again. So there we go. Our front brake is done. You saw how dirty it was. And I can pull my lever. It's gonna be, I got to pump it first. There we go. I had to pump it because I pushed those pistons in by my fingers, so they were all the way back. Just like in a car, when you do a brake job, you first get in, you gotta that pedal will go right to the floor. You have to pump it and pull the pads in contact with the disc. One thing I should have done: give the rotor a real quick clean. Spray on the rag. Not that it doesn't look dirty. I'm sure when I take my hand away, it might just be. No, it don't really look dirty. Nothing's coming off. Not like that brake inside the brake rotor. Oof. That was dirty. And a little bit. Not much. Alright, we're finished with the front. Now let's go to do the back. Back, I'm not going to take the caliper off because you got to take the wheel off and everything else. And it's probably not as dirty as the front one. Oh. Okay. Our back brake, all I'm going to do is take the pads out and give it a scrub inside. Okay, first take my pin out. Now, same thing. The direction you push this pin out is a part that has a little raised section on it. There's only one side that has it. That's the side you put your punch in. And I can pull the pads out. There's only a single piston on the back. So get my my soapy water is all black. Hold on, let me change that. Here's the water I use to clean the front. It's a little dirty. I'm gonna dump this out and get some fresh water. Some fresh, clean, soapy water. I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to get in here. Your single piston's only on the right side here, so I'm sure it won't be as clean as taking it off. I don't think your back gets quite as dirty as the front does, though. You don't use it as much. But it's better than nothing. Not cleaning it at all. That's why having a toothbrush is good. It's small enough to get in there. Clean the outside a little bit. Yeah, it's not as nearly dirty on the outside either. Get in there. Could just spray with brake cleaner, but this probably does a little bit better. And then you shoot it with brake cleaner anyway afterwards. I think that's good enough. My tray. It's a good thing to do once in a while. Keep everything moving. You don't want it to get so built up that things start to lock up in there. These are the second calipers I had. You know, they had that recoil on these calipers for really for people who live in the areas that have snow and the salt and stuff would lock up the pistons, I believe. Why they changed it, I don't know, maybe the seals weren't good enough, but they changed everybody's calipers. That's pretty good. Front one is the one you really want to do, but you should do the back too. Let me scrub the pads a little bit. These are center pads, double H center pads. They're Brembo ones, but EBC makes good ones too. I just bought them at the same time I got the, when I replaced my master cylinder with the RCS 15, which I had to get from Italy. I got it from Italy because of it was a package deal. You get the clutch lever to match. See, the back is back really got no much wear at all. The front had much more, which you would expect to happen anyway. You see the copper color? That's what it's made of. Copper actually. Pressed high pressure under high pressure and heat to make your brake pads. They do stop better than the OEM brakes though. Alright. The same as before. The loop's pointing down. You push the back in first. Get your pin ready. You know what? Let me scrub this pin. Oh, well, it's coming off by itself. There you go. Let me take yours out. If it's really corroded, just get something to take that off, like some fine steel wool. Use that collar again, like a freshen collar. That locks it in, but then you got to put the pin in anyway. So I'll grab the left one. I'll put the pin in the hole. So you don't have to take the wheel off to do this. I got it the wrong way. Yeah, follow the direction of the disc. Get it back in there. Got one in there. Get your second one ready. Yeah, like you'll feel when it's in the back. Now just take your hammer, tap it in. So anybody can change your brake pads. You don't have to go to the dealer and spend money. You just gotta drive that pin far enough in so that hole is plainly visible on the other side. You can see that hole. It's hard to do that. Here's the hole. Right. You have the pin, see the bent part on top? Stick that out, facing that way. Alright. There you go. Snaps all the way in. And that's it. Brake cleaning is finished. How to clean your brakes on your 650. Take off the front caliper, scrub it out. Scrubbing out could clean it a lot better than just spraying it from the outside. You don't have having that brush does a much better job. And the rear, if I had some other reason to take off the back tire, I would have taken that off too and scrubbed it, but I think I did it all right. It doesn't get much use. So if you like the video, leave a like, and I'll make more. And if you don't have the service manual for this bike, the 875 page service manual, actually it's more than that, I think. Whatever. I put the service manual on a Dropbox server. It's just a file sharing server. I'll put the link in the description. So you click that link, it'll automatically start downloading that file. It's good to have. Shows you how to take everything apart on this bike. It's 875 megs though. So it might take a little while to download the whole thing. But it's worth it. It's free. I put it on there when I got a new laptop the other day. I downloaded it, and then I uploaded it to that server for you guys to have. So you get reference to anything on your bike. Oh, that's it. Bye for now.